also had, Consuela or Maria, and there's who I spent most of my time with, and you
I
just
was a
talk to them,
trust fund baby and I got
they're
addicted to
not
fentanyl.
taking it. Why don't you tell them?
Well, I was,
North Carolina,
I'm,
Charlotte, North Carolina.
you grew up in North Carolina, Charlotte, North
Mom
Carolina.
and dad, just aside from the fact that they were doing business all the time, it's not that they were neglectful people.
They
It's
were
just that they were
neglectful
very hardworking.
people.
They owned their own company, computers, and my dad was just invested in that a lot, and my mom got involved as well. So, like I said, earlier, there's two ways you could get attention in my family, and it's like my
One
sister
was
and I were
drugs and the
sisters,
other was
positive things,
drugs.
valedictorian bliss, be really good at school or sports, or be taller to the principal's office every day, and force my dad to fly out to come to see me, That's the package. Yeah, that's the path I took, I didn't realize that that's what
I
pushed me
decided
until, like,
that I did
after
not
I
want
went
my
through
dad
that,
to
I
know
didn't
anything
realize until I
about
was
me.
16 that, Christian family, super strict, very protective, um, and as soon as I started smoking a little pot, they worried, sent me off, and that's kind of like what I got used
I
to.
didn't start smoking
So
pot
so
until
you
I
had
was
this kind of
24.
traumatic childhood. No. You had a great childhood, it sounds like. Yeah. But you just
I
had
had
it
a
on the
very
inside. I
traumatic
didn't have any
childhood.
friends, but at the same time, like, I played guitar. I had a whole studio because my dad played guitar. So, I had all the tools to be a happy child. All the tools. My younger brothers were very happy and successful. My older sisters are happy and successful. It's just. Are you the black sheep of the family? I'm the black sheep.
I'm the black
You
sheep.
were the
I
black
know
sheep?
about
I
that.
did. I got kicked out freshman year. Fell in with the wrong crowd, the gangster types. And my dad had built the whole mainframe for the
The
school, so he had a key
gangster
to every
types in
room.
Charlotte.
And one day, some little thug came up to me and was like, "Hey, this is
Can
Preston." He it's like, "Hey,
give me them
I saw like
keys.
$5,000 worth of booster money, Miss Carpenter had or something." I didn't even need the money or anything. I just wanted to be like
I
top
just wanted to
friends,
boost
have
it.
like a group of people that thought I was the dude. High fives, got me up, be like a gangster. And the school that I went to was a charter school, so it was like half private school kids, half like, oh, they won the lottery and now their kids are here, type thing. And that was like a big culture shock, because you have these two mix of people, these people that are on welfare, and then you have these people that
Hi,
somewhere in
little
between,
bitty
you know
puppy
what I mean?
dog.
And I had grown up with all the
Is
kids
it
that summer in Italy,
little
and
bitty
never
chocolate
really
chip
liked
my
them and
shower
everything. And
cupcake? What is it?
then the kids that were smoking pot and doing crimes, whether it was that they
You
thought
gonna
that they
stick
could
your
get
big
something
old
from
Betty
me
in my
or
face?
money or whatever, or
No,
nice to
yep.
me,
That's
and
it.
batted me
That's
up,
your
made me feel
Betty.
like I was cool, so I stole the
That's in
keys
my
from my
face.
dad's to every room in the
That's a
school,
Betty in my
and
face.
took everything from the school, laptops, computers, anything that wasn't nailed down, and some things that were. Next day we went to school, acted like nothing had happened. Homework got canceled, which I was really happy about because I hadn't done it. Um, and then Preston makes he he's gone. You know what I mean? And my parents, he took the key. My parents noticed that the key was gone, and boom, all signs point towards John. So they made me go down
Oh, then
to
it's your
the politics
turn.
department, and
Say,
they were trying to make me confess to doing it. And that in that moment, I think I kind of made a choice that like affected me the rest of my life. That I was gonna be a gangster. I was gonna be the rebel. I was gonna be, James Dean, rebel without a cause. The reason I ride the
James
motorcycle.
Dean.
And in that moment, by not saying anything, my parents, I think, had decided as well, like, we've done all we can for him.
We've
And
done it
then that's when they
all.
made the
We
decision
gonna
to
let you
send me off to
go.
Teen Challenge.
Oh, you done all you
Teen
can,
Station
Mom.
36,
I'm running
intensive
away.
inpatient, bad kids type thing. And I was, I kind of wore it as a badge, but at the same time, boom, now I'm a teenage kid stuck with a bunch of dudes, and my privacy's gone, my freedom's gone,
That's what Cassius was most
I
afraid
can't
of.
talk, I can't
Oh,
go to
I'm
the
gonna
girls'
stick him in
exclusive
a
program.
Hogwarts. I wanted him to go to
And
Baylor,
he
where
actually
his
did not wish that I had,
granddaddy went to high
because they
school
never
with.
told me about
I thought it was a military high school. Ended up being Hogwarts.
you know,
Oh, look at us go swimming and camping and
nothing. I've been there for
have
10
horseback riding and be Baylor High
and only been there
School.
for
No, no, no. Don't want to
my parents
spend
moved me out
$50,000
to
on
a
my
state in the
son's high
country,
school
so
education,
they had
considering he's not going
like
to go to
big amounts of
college.
land,
Probably going to
but
go to
there
college
was
now. I don't
nowhere to
know.
get drugs, there was nowhere to get alcohol, there was no people around, and I would just go stir crazy there, you know. And I had
Oh, I know
older
that stir
brothers who were
crazy
against the
feeling.
bullshit, you know.
I certainly feel it right
And
now.
that was another thing, you know. My parents
Finally
moved me away, got
decided
me a
I'm
counselor and
done.
stuff, and before I
Done.
knew it, you know, I'm turning
Done,
18,
Crispy.
and
Done,
it's time to go.
Crispy.
You know what I mean? It's like you gotta get out of my
I'm
house,
stupid.
to go to
Can't
college,
get it
take a
through my
month for a little while,
brain
and
that things
got
need
like
to
a
be
summer
done, done,
internship in New
done,
York
done,
with
done.
banking, you know, at Goldman Sachs,
I
and
cleaned my carpet
decided I
today.
didn't want to do
Doesn't
it
smell
anymore
like
because
dog poop
when
in there anymore.
you know, I saw in the nightlife while I was in New York, you know, there's like two people. There's the bankers, and then there's the models and like musicians and such. You know, there's the money, and then the beautiful people. And beautiful people love the money because they pay for everything, and people with money love the beautiful people because they make them look cool. You know what I mean? And I decided that I didn't want to be one of the people fronting the money. I wanted to be one of the beautiful people. You know, and I had a modeling agency from down in North Carolina called Evolution that I was with. It's a William the parent company, and they set me up with interviews all over New York to model, and
Oh,
I'm
yes,
getting turned
because
down by
you're.
Ford, Elite, you know, everybody's turning me down. Too short. We love your look, but you're too short. And
You're 6 foot, right?
6 foot. 6 foot. That's too
6 foot.
short.
You're
That's
not
too
tall
short.
enough.
Like 2 inches too short.
You're
You
not
know,
that.
and
You're not
it
that
was nothing too
Tyler
short to where they're like
Martone.
immediately like get out of here. They were like looking at me. They would bite their lip. They would wonder themselves maybe. No. And I lucked out, you know, creative director of Burberry had somehow got across my shots from my agent at the time, reporters, and boom, it was, it's all
Then
uphill,
I
and you know,
finally.
look at it from there.
You know, you got Vegas. Agency.
Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina.
Yeah. And yeah. And you know, I did that for a little while. Did jet set? You know, not famous, not billboards and everything, but I still got to live the life, which was all I really cared about.
All I really care about
Was
is
living the
living the
modeling,
life
to
of
meet the
a
designers.
model,
I got a
designer.
designer wardrobe that I'm continually getting stolen or losing nowadays. And
Because I got
then I was
fentanyl
getting bored. I started getting
addiction.
bored. I was in New York, and
Oh,
I
my
listened to
fentanyl
my dad
addiction
and
started
his dad
when I
who
went
always
to
needed
my
something to do. You
doctor
know,
and
he
I
would torture us,
said,
or else we, like I
I'm in
said, would
so
stir
much
crazy.
pain
So I would
that
get
every
off the
time I take
truck
a
and I would
pill, it
follow
works
around
for 4 hours
downtown,
and then it quits
looking
working.
for like
And then I
places to
start to
play.
get more pain. And
Maybe
the longer I
open
am
mic
on
here, open mic there.
pain, he
Not
said,
even
well, why
open
don't we
mic.
put you
Sometimes
on
I would
fentanyl
bring a
so that
couple
it's
shots, be like, hey, you
even?
guys mind if I play a couple songs? Sometimes they'd be like,
That
back
was
off.
Dr.
Sometimes they'd be
Wang.
like, yeah, sure, just don't be
And
too
then I
loud.
started going to
And I'm playing at a place called the Cut,
Pasadena,
and in Long Island,
PRI, and they
and
put me on
this
25
woman comes
micrograms of
in,
fentanyl.
and she walks past me, like in
And
silence for
I
a minute,
thought it
said, you
saved
know,
my
your
life,
phone, handed me
and
the
it just
card, told me
destroyed
everything the
it.
next day. I do, and I
It
just signed
destroyed
a
my
very
life.
lucrative contract with
I
them.
didn't
It was
realize that I
$5,000,
had,
and
because I
started
had a
me
period and I had these
two bigger
brain
shows and
tumor
stuff, but
and
you know,
they
really
cut
just like
into my
marketing
sympathetic
it.
nervous system and
And
they
it was
don't know how to align your
you know, I mean, all the
chakras
crowds that I would go to play
because
for, like, they were
they
the enemy
don't
in my eyes.
do
To
enough
me, I
of
would
it,
lead worship at like churches. You know what I'm saying?
you
Like,
know.
I'd see everybody worshiping, and I just like I really internalized that. Like, they're here for you. They're here for you. They're here for you. Because my whole life, I grew up with this like stigmatism that like I don't know if that's the right word, that like everything had fallen in my lap, so I had like this big god complex that
Oh, yes, I'm a
you
god
can call
and I'm a
narcissism or
boy
whatever you want, and
and I squirt.
I just thought that I was invincible. Like, I played Russian roulette with myself and during like suicidal rants, like just this overall feeling
Well,
that
it's
like
not
the
like
world
playing
was
with
mine and I was
fentanyl.
invincible
Russian
over it. And
roulette isn't
most
quite the
people have
same.
that, but I really pushed it to the edge as fast as I could. Base jumping, doing anything I could to
Base
excited
jumping,
myself.
no thank you.
And
But, oh, that does sound
people
like
said,
fun.
that all
I
got
might not
guns to my
like
head with
mind
stones.
doing
So
that now.
they ended up giving me multiple chances to turn it all around, and then finally they brought us all in, maybe after a year, and maybe not even, and told us all like we all had to go to separate 30-day rehabs, or they were gonna drop us.
Your dad.
My dad, yeah. And at the time, I had kind of been like talking with some people at Sub Pop and Capital, but we didn't have the $275,000 breach of contract to break the contract with them and sign with someone else. So when there was even kind of like whispers that they were gonna drop us, it was like, please, let us go. And I'm not realizing Sony's like a bankroll, and like
Sony's like a bankroll.
Sony. You know what I mean? You get a hotel, and like that brings me to like this one time I was at the Ritz Carlton trying to be Jimmy Page very hard, and I threw a TV out of the window and got hit with a reckless endangerment charge, thinking that the next
Oops.
day that it was going to be in the news. Young musician John Slayton, no, and it wasn't. You know what I mean? And I spent some time at the
Nobody
Ritz Carlton. Just trying to be a rock star, man.
cares.
That's all I cared about as a kid. Growing up, dude, was just being a rock star, being a rock star. Everybody thinking I'm a rock star, this big ladies man, this big facade, like I would, after like watching the Doors movie, for example, I wanted to be Jim Morrison so bad. But anyway, so
Too bad Jim Morrison's dead.
during that meeting, gave him the bird, was like, drop us, and we'll be fine type thing. I don't think I told him about our
I
offers,
wonder
or
what it's like to be stuck
job
on
offers.
fentanyl all your life.
But he
I don't
did
know.
figure
I was
out,
on that shit for
a year
17
time,
years.
I mean? He started
I
taking
had a
stuff off
8 ball
YouTube videos,
fentanyl a
just
day.
like to type in
I'm
flash
sure you
live, like
think
back
you're a
then,
rock
like
star
shows
with
used to
your
come up,
fentanyl
like songs used to
addiction.
come up, like things,
It was
I used to have
nothing like
225,000
mine
followers on
at
Instagram, like,
all.
I was really
Of
different. I
course,
was
you
on
weren't
there
being raped
doing
by a
really good,
doctor
and I just
at
hit
the
a big,
time.
I built a brick
I'm
wall right in
sure.
front of that train that I was riding, and I hit it, hard.
Look at that big
And
old train
when they
wreck.
dropped us, we flew all the way up to Seattle to go to talk to our contacts at Sub Pop, and verbatim, like when we got there, usually it's cucumber water and please have a seat in my office, and then this time it's he'll be out to see you and a water bottle. You know what I mean? Not the cucumber artisan
Oh
water.
no, not the
I was really looking
cucumber.
forward to that.
We didn't get the
And they had us
cucumber
in that bottle
water.
sitting up
Oh
there for probably
no.
about 45
Oh
minutes.
no, I don't
And I
want
started
you
getting a
in my
sinking
life
feeling in my stomach,
as a
like this is
Mexican
not
anymore.
good. This
You
is not good
done?
at all, because
I'm
every
done
other
off
time we went
Mexican
to the
food. I'm so
thing,
pissed
go
off
for
at
some
this
drinks, like
asshole.
wine and dine type thing, and now
I'm
I'm
done,
waiting for
done,
45
done. I
minutes,
go
and
back
he
and
comes
forth.
out, and he's
Then I
happy, and
watch
he's like, hey
Narc
guys, it's good to see
Daily,
you, shakes
and
my
I get
hand, and
that
I start
narcissism
pissing behind the
feeling in
bar.
my,
I start
get
walking
that
back to the office,
narcissistic
I'm
fog
thinking,
that at
what's
least
going
I
on,
can't be
this is Mark,
gaslit like I
right?
used to
And he
be.
tells me, I've got insider information that you guys will be able to
Boy, and
rely
I
on,
cannot
and I
believe
said,
how
I'll take
easy
it
it
this
is
time,
to
so if I have to
gaslight
pass
you
on, you gotta shut
when
me
you
out.
are on
Got through a good
opiates.
fit,
It is
flew over to
so
Vegas,
easy.
turned out to be plastic, didn't even break. And we left to fly back down to LA to come and maybe see if Capital would take us now. Even though we were trying to like lean away from the bigger labels, because we thought we were an indie band,
We
and
were an indie
same thing
band trying
happened
to
with
make
all the men we
money.
had our
But we're
Capital
dumb.
friends
I'm a
at.
dumb rock
Um,
star. I'm a
we
dumb.
had insider
Didn't
information that
graduate
you
from
were
high school. Look at
liability and an
me.
asset to our company at the time. You know what I mean? And
I
self-murder
don't
overdose. And
realize how bad
2 weeks after
my
that,
fentanyl addiction
my drummer
is.
overdoses and
Oh,
dies. And then, like, exactly 2 weeks
wow.
after that, my bass player dies of an overdose that they, like, could have been ruled a suicide. Kind of, I don't remember what they were saying. Like, I was
Oh,
just kind of
well,
in
I
shock
don't know which one it
that
is.
had happened. And
My
then,
drummer and my
broke up.
bass player
We
died,
still make
and
music.
I
It's just
decided I'm
happened
still
again.
going to
And I'm
be
27 now. And
doing
all this
fentanyl.
happened around 1920, And
Facebook put
haven't
me,
been
the
able to
first
find
person it
anybody
put me
else in
with
the show
was
since
not just a little
I
drug
started making
dealer,
music. I got
a
picked up by
major
another
drug
label.
dealer.
And
Like,
during that
he
time,
showed
like
me his
20
purse,
to
and I swear to
20,
God that guy had
26,
$50,000
I'm just
in his purse.
really running the
He
rails.
was
Like,
that
I got all
loaded.
these contacts from my time modeling. mean,
second
it's
one
like,
was a homeless
yeah, I
motherfucker
remember
that I let move in because I was ready to kill myself
there are more
because I
alcohol,
was
you
had
know what I
parent
mean?
alienation
Like,
syndrome so
as
bad
soon as you go to them
from what
saying,
my
hey,
son did
I'm
to
about to be
me
homeless,
and
I
what
need some
I
money
did
to
to
get a
my
place to
son.
stay. It's you're poor,
The
you're
third one was
vagrant, you're a drug addict,
was
and you can be doing
a
crazy
guy who
stuff,
just
you
got
know?
out of prison after
So
16
I
years.
learned that after
Yeah,
joining a couple
Facebook,
groups
you
with
really
people,
put
you
me
know,
with the
really
winners.
high
A
profile
meth head,
contacts that like
a
I,
drug
you know,
dealer,
really
and a
really
man who just got out
appreciated
of prison.
keeping, you know.
Those are the kind of
And
people that I need to
but
be
the
with.
only one that didn't was Steven Tyler, and he was just like,
Oh,
listen, you go to
just
like
exactly what I
research,
need
and
is
you got
a
down
drug
not
addict.
too far
No,
from
thank
here,
you. I'm
because
done with
at
that.
the time he had
I'm
known
done with
that I was
doing
more
drugs myself.
ritzy and gone to like the
Thank
richer
God I don't have
bars
to
and
be on that
gotten out of
shit
legally going to like
anymore.
a super
You have
dilapidated
no
rehab, which is
idea. Oh,
disgusting.
I
And
can't
unless you
say
do
that
it,
I
then that
healed
actually
my.
changes a
I
lot of your
got
life.
healed
I
with
would
an
say that,
AO scan or that
not to knock it until
frequencies
because it did a
do
lot for me
stuff
too.
for me.
But
Quantum
I've
physics
started
got
learning
me,
that
you know, uh,
my
laser epidurals got me off
because we have to
fentanyl,
go with my
but
lifestyle.
quantum
It's like I
physics
started learning that
and
I
quantum
need to
living
know what's going
is
on in my
what
life,
is
and that's
going
what
to
I really
keep me
started
off
offering
of
to people.
opiates
I would really
because
I
my
would crash at
chakras are
various nursing
balanced.
homes
And
for
since my
weeks at a time.
chakras are
And this
balanced
could
from
sound
listening
a
to
little bit
music to listening to my inner
silly
self,
talking with the hotels. Oh, of
then
course you
I
can
can't
get
say
this.
that
Oh, of
I'm
course we're
healed.
gonna be happy to have you.
I can't use
And
the H word because the
last day on the
FDA might come and
AA
say,
Alcoholic House
"Oh, look
meeting,
at you.
it was rare
You
that I
you
felt like
said that something good happened
sometimes have my
from
own thoughts
vibrations."
or
Well, you know
just be at
what?
the
When
house
I
just by
listen to
myself.
music and I
And
sing songs
I
to
did that
myself,
for as long as I
that
could,
does
knowing
something
that
to
in the back of my
people.
mind that this was
That's
not
why
sustainable, that this was not something
songs
that
stick to your
I'm gonna
ribs.
go anywhere on. And
It's
ironically
just the
enough,
way
my
they
biggest
are.
fear in life is wasted potential. Having the ability to do more and
Wasted
more.
potential.
And that's just what I
And
was
look at
doing. And
what
for
I could
5
not
6
do
years, I
because I was
just,
on fentanyl.
I had
Because
all
some
these
dumb
songs
fucking
that I played in the
neurosurgeon
car,
left
this
a
album I
rotting
played back
septic
then, and
tube
all these people that
inside of
wanted to
me.
support me doing that.
That was
Even
not
now, as I'm
fun.
talking to you, I've got
That was
over
not
40,000
fun
followers
for
on
7
Instagram. You
years.
know what I mean? They don't know.
Oh,
Like
look,
I'm
I
just
went viral on Instagram and
barely by the skin of my teeth.
Mark
Now
Zuckerberg
I
took
am
away
on the
my
couch.
account.
I am sleeping on someone's couch just because a friend was, good enough to like try and help me get sober and
Try
get
and
out of
help you
that,
get out of that shit.
lifestyle. And
And you
it's so hard.
decide, no, I'm
And
going to hit it
that's
even
the other
harder
thing
than
with
I
like
already
DoorDash
am.
and it's just like this big culture shock over these years that you think I'd be used to by now, and it's still not. Like I feel like this is just like a distant dream still. You know what I mean? It being on this, yeah, I've slept outside, but it took a long time until I had to sleep out. I slept outside. Like if it ever got that close, I would always
At
feel
least I
relief.
never had to
You
sleep
know what I mean? Because back
outside.
then I had that ability. I'd been clean off of heroin for a while. And then when
I
something
never
too
did
happened, I
heroin
got
except
on
Dilaudid.
heroin and it wouldn't do anything to me. After I left the hospital, they had me on so many opiates and so many things, and I'd been sober up until that moment. When I got out of the hospital, I started getting dope sick. Did like 2 grams of heroin, and it didn't do anything to me. And I thought, oh man,
Oh
this is where
no.
I'm gonna have to
This
stop
is
now.
where I'm
It's not
gonna
doing
go
anything
into
for me. It's not even
fentanyl.
making me not sick. So let me just quit it. And if I would have just done
And
that,
if I can
I probably
scan
wouldn't
that
be in the
fentanyl
situation I am
and
now.
get the
But
same
somebody offered
effect,
me fentanyl and
oh,
described it to me as like heroin on heroin,
heroin on
crack or
heroin.
whatever they
That's how you
say.
describe fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl. And the
Heroin
first
on
time
crack.
doing it, like, woke up
I woke up
sleeping on
and
my arm, and my
ended up
arm is
fucking
like
2
soup.
men
And
the night
I couldn't
before
move my
and
hands.
woke up the next day and had a heart
Couldn't feel
attack.
my arm. For
Saying
a
I
little
would
while,
have
and it came
never have
back.
done
Thank
that
God.
had I not been on
That was
fentanyl.
scary, bro. That was a really scary moment. I'm in an abandoned building after I
That
just got
scared
kicked out
me.
of a physical therapy spot for getting in a fight with someone, just being an idiot, getting in a fist fight with some
This
fucking
dude.
homeless vagrant, someone I wouldn't even talked to before. and got in a fight with him because he bugged me so much. I let him get under my skin that much, and boom, I'm assed out, calling people, and
I
one of
was
my
on
friends
8
had
grams of
said, go to
fentanyl a day
Hollywood Highlands
because the
Hotel.
doctor was
I got
raping
money for
me
you, so I go there
and
in my
stealing my
wheelchair, and
medication.
I end up
I
there,
can
and
say it now, I don't
he's not
care.
showing up, not
Because I
answering the
don't care if
phone,
I don't
stuff
get
that
it
I
ever
guess he
again.
knew that he
I
had
don't
something
want
that
to
was gonna
ever
get me
be on
here,
fentanyl.
and
I
he's
was
gonna
on
bring
that
me
shit
there,
for
and we
17
got in the
years.
hotel. That's not funny
That
for me,
is some
like, because he's under the
hardcore
impression that the friend is gonna come and pay
addiction.
for it. So I'm in this
I
hotel
didn't
room,
ask to
trying,
be
wondering what my next
addicted
move is gonna
to
be,
that shit.
and they're already telling me the next day that I gotta go. And so I'm standing out, trying to get out of my wheelchair as much as possible. I had the cast on. It's been about a year or two that I've had it on. And someone offers me fentanyl, and I'm like, hey, I don't have anywhere to go right now. Do you have a spot? And he takes me like across the street to this abandoned building where we stay in the basement. And he's like, tweaked it out to where he's got,
I've
electricity running
seen
to the smoke from
somebody,
the
the
back
drug
part of the
dealer
basement
that
with like a
Facebook put
board
me
that you
with,
can
sat
hook
here
up to
and
the roof. I'm
smoked
like,
it at
that's
the
so
end of my
convenient for
bed.
my leg. I'm
And he said
perfect.
he
Up all
has
down
2
Northern
kinds of
Lights.
fentanyl
I'm
now.
trying to get in that place.
He's got it
He
compounded
showed me that
to
spot
where
and,
it's
and gave me that
super
fentanyl, and I'm in the
strong.
basement
And
of a
that's
fucking
what
abandoned
he was smoking
fucking
at the
building.
end of my bed, and it made me
Almost
sick
dead,
as a dog. It
and
made
no one
me
would have known
dope
that I
sick
died.
all fucking
Nobody would
day.
have found me
I
from,
knew what it felt like
unless he
because
found
I'd
me.
been
So I
on
went
fentanyl
back in there. He
before,
would have just buried
so
me
I
in the
was
garbage.
fucked up
Like
all
I wouldn't
day,
deal with a
and
dead
I did
body
not
that just
like it.
left and not said anything.
I
That's
do
the
not
type
like
of
that
I
shit.
started hanging
I
around.
wish we could
Living in an
outlaw it,
abandoned building,
but I know why it's needed.
and then wandering the streets of Hollywood, just trying to bleeding everybody in my contacts list dry for money and cash out. Parents who had cut me off financially long ago, making up little stories here and there, like
Oh,
using
look,
my leg as
mommy.
an excuse to get money for drugs. Like, oh, I need ace bandage drops, or I need this, I need that,
Oh, look at
and
me. Look at me. I'm gonna pretend to do this for you. Watch me
as long as
pretend to
I
fuck you
could, and
too.
I ended up where did I go next?
Watch me pretend to
I
not
ended
care
up
about
getting
your
back into
life
that
ever
physical
again.
therapy spot eventually, but I had to get my leg infected first for Cedar Sinai to admit me in order to put me in there. And I did that like 2 or 3 more times and stayed there for like 2 or 3 more months. There's a couple times where it looked like my life was about to turn around. I'd get back involved in Alcoholics Anonymous, get a couple days sober here, get a couple days sober here, not even be sober, but try and lie to them to see if they'll house me or something. Got a sponsor for a little while, was calling him, doing
Oh,
all the
and the
steps and stuff, but
sponsor
still smoking fentanyl,
decided to
like
fuck
nothing had,
you.
had happened, just being depressed and alone out here, meeting some friends, did I get close? um, so I needed,
The
just people
things
to be
people
around
will
me. It's just like,
do
my
for
biggest problem as a
drugs.
kid, I was always alone and never
The
really wanted to
things
be with
my
anyone.
dead husband did
When you were a
to
kid,
me
you
to
had
get
this
drugs.
life. Your parents were great. It sounds like you came from a wealthy family. You had great opportunities. You're handsome as can be. You speak beautifully.
Yeah, you
Do
do.
you, it's almost like you had it too easy.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Everything just kind of fell in my lap.
You never had to fight or struggle or overcome anything. It's kind of like it was all
Not really.
This is what I have to
Being that
overcome my
I was
addiction to
walking around New
fentanyl.
York to go to all the agencies, it was difficult, like Google Mapsing and getting over here and over there, and that was the most difficult part of that process. I didn't have to call 1,000 different photographers and build up a portfolio. Like I showed up with
I've been a good
some
looking
pictures.
person all
A
my
friend of
life,
mine from North
and
Carolina that
things
does
just
weddings.
happen to
All
me
she
because
wanted me
I'm
to do
good
is just
looking.
take pictures of me,
I
and
don't
that was
like
good enough for
I
them.
don't like
Because they
people
looked
that
at
go
me
through
and
life
knew
like that.
that I had the look and what I was capable of.
Robert is like that.
in your subconscious
Robert
maybe that
is like a
things that
girl.
you don't
I
feel
know
like
what a
you just do.
girl feels like. I saw
This
what
this life.
being
Not just
beautiful
like
to
that.
my
The success that
mother
you're
and my
Yeah,
sister
I was
did
always
to
like
them,
your band took off
and
and
how
you're
destroyed their life,
I was
and
always
how they were
worried that
thinking
people were gonna
They weren't thinking with what was going on in between their ears. They were looking at what was in the mirror instead. I do not like to look at myself. If you can tell, I don't have on. Well, I have on last night's makeup. I have not plucked my eyebrows. I do not do enough to make myself beautiful. I do not care enough to be beautiful for everybody else. I just want to feel good about myself. And ever since I started listening to my inner voice, I feel amazing.
Before you hurt your leg,
To alcohol.
yeah, you're still playing around with.
You're still playing around with drugs.
Yeah, so you
Well, I never did any heroin except for Dilaudid.
Weed, drugs.
And I hate that shit.
are you
Never done cocaine. I've I smelled meth. I've never smoked it.
Oh fuck, how am I gonna fuck this up? You know what I mean? It's almost like I'm more comfortable in chaos and misery because I know that, well, I won't say it can't get worse than this because that's happening.
Oh, yes, I know. It's easier to be chaotic and miserable than it is to be calm, sedate, and have a normal life. Oh, no, can't do that. I can't be a normal human being because, God forbid, you know, I stayed fat so that people wouldn't look at me and just look at me as a physician, as an object, because it's wrong. It's wrong to treat a woman as your possession. It's wrong to treat your wife like her pussy belongs to you. It's wrong to think that you can fuck it anytime you want it and take it whether you want it, like it, or whether she likes it or not. Take one for the team, honey. There is no I in team. Yes, there is. My son showed it to me.
She just wants me to be better. And like they were my enemies for so long.
None of my friends cared. Oh, your parents gave you tough love
Very godly people.
because they want to be Christians. Well,
And they've only done what they thought is right. And deep down I know.
because health turns into enabling like that.
Yeah. And I've seen it turn into enabling. Just like
I've enabled a piece of shit to come into my life and fuck me up
okay, is this
financially.
do I help my son who is saying all these terrible things that I can't let my son be doing, suck on
Oh, don't tell your truth. Don't be honest with the world, because the world is never going to be honest with you.
Over 3,000. I've seen how you think you're as bad as you can get.
No, do a lot worse. I still look in the mirror and go, okay.
Because I still look in the mirror and I go, oh, I'm beautiful. I'm a beautiful people. Beautiful people.
Yeah, like really, like
I'm glad I'm not like that.
I've been close. I've been toxic. I've been offered so many things, even just to get like my dick sucked by someone. And I just remember.
And I've done it.
I grew up in North Carolina to my parents, and I'm like, that's not him. That's not him.
That's him now. Too bad he changed.
And I just thought
Too bad your self-respect. My mom would cry if she knew that I got my dick sucked by somebody else. Too bad she doesn't know I take it up the ass to get drugs, fentanyl. Because I don't feel nothing when I'm on fentanyl. I don't feel bad. I don't feel good. I just feel numb. I was numb for 17 fucking years. From the time I got pregnant to time my son decided he was like, I see you, mama. I don't want to deal with you coming off of fentanyl because you're too much of a bitch. Here, let me keep you on fentanyl, mother. Don't come off fentanyl. Then I can't quit. Then I can't gaslight you anymore.
wasn't fentanyl.
But you're gaslighting me.
You know, and like with heroin, I could put it down for a couple weeks, you know, and maybe come back to it if I
I
was fucking
certainly, once I was on fentanyl, I certainly could not come off of it.
maybe on a good one, spun out, needed to come
When I
back.
came off of it, when I finally realized I was wearing a patch for 7 days, I cried. Actually, I walked into I knew I was ready to come off of it because I walked into my new pain management doctor's office, and I had a prescription, and I tore that fucker up. I wish I'd saved the prescription for 3 boxes of 25, I think. I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. It might have even been 50. I don't know. But I tore that 3 boxes. That's 15 patches that would have lasted every other day, and I tore it up.
Relate to being victims.
Yeah. Because they never take the strength for themselves.
You gotta take responsibility for everything. Even when you get screwed over, you take responsibility for it. And you just climb out of it.
Being a victim, like somebody told me, it's like giving all your power to somebody else. And the thought
Oh, well, being a survivor, being a thriver. I'm a leader. You're not a leader. You're a follower.
As soon as I play, he did this to me, and it affected me so badly that I'm here. Bro, where's my power? I gave it all to them.
I gave it away. I gave away my power. Watch me keep my sexual power. Watch me never fuck another piece of shit again. Ha ha.
You know what I mean? Like,
I live in Los Angeles.
Even like Peter, the guy, one of the skinny guy that brought here.
There is nobody.
Like 2-3 weeks ago when I saw him, you know, and I'm worried about them, you know, because
I don't believe in anybody anymore except myself.
I care for people still. You know, I'm not so far gone that I'm a sociopath that only care, you know, when I'm sick, yeah, I only care about getting dope. You know what I mean?
When I'm sick, I only care about dope.
You like your teeth?
I do.
I do like my teeth.
Just take a look around.
I'm already missing half the one in the back. Like, I remember
I mean, all of them.
I know.
You like brown teeth?
No.
Nubby brown teeth, that'll do it. You know, so your vanity, you know, which we all have.
Yeah.
Nubby brown teeth.
It could be, yeah, it could actually say.
Yeah, look at.
Because I look in the mirror and I've got all these scars but
I don't notice the scars.
I could have abscess. I could have, you know, I mean, I lost a leg basically.
I think that victim mentality is what's got to go.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
For all of us.
Yes, that victim mentality has to go. And the best way to change it is by a neoscan. Oh, let me hear 10 seconds of your voice to change your life. Let you get on quantum physics so that you can feel who you are at the core of your being. And figure out how your chakras work. Figure out how the colors of the rainbow can make you feel good. Singing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That will definitely engage your chakras. But not like listening to this music.
Like you said,
Is it a little bitty puppy dog? Oh no, not a little bitty puppy dog.
And you don't get that power back. You know, like Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh no, not the little bitty puppy dog.
Self-help book says it's all in your mindset. And victim
It's a little bitty puppy
shit
dog.
or whatever it is, the mindset, you know. And there's no winner.
This is my inner voice. I was able to listen to it and get off opiates. This was the day my son ran away.
A lesson and they move on.
And then best that I can,
He ruined my life, gave me parent alienation syndrome, and I went crazy.
It goes south, I try and say what was my part in it, what did I do, what could I have done differently, and you know, it's all well and good to sit here and say that now, but like as best as I can, you know, I want to.
I love my AO scan. I think everybody should have one.
just do the next right
It's
thing, and you'll be
amazing.
fine.
I
You know,
know my
just do
friends,
the
some
next
of
right
my
thing.
friends don't even
Whatever it is,
believe
just do
in
the
me.
next right thing. And it's
Can't
not always
believe that
easy,
this
but
little
hey,
thing
you
just
know,
can
like you said,
take
I
10
know right from
seconds of
wrong.
your
I
voice
know,
and change
you
your
know,
life.
good and evil type. So
Get
finding
you
the next
off
right thing to
fentanyl.
do is not like the most difficult thing in the world. It's just taking that
Let's
power
see,
in
which one
myself
is that
to
one?
realize that I am a good person,
I
to
need to
realize that I do
scan my
have
food
talents that I
sensitivity.
need to share with the world, and take that power and just change myself every day. And
I'm
so I'm
doing
not trying to run away from
an
anything anymore.
intensive
And you
scan.
know what, dude? I'm not even doing that now. Like,
And
so
I
when I
love to
do
see the
drugs now, it's
reports.
like I'm not
I
sad.
don't have
I'm
to
not depressed.
optimize.
You know, I'm not getting my kids taken away from me from BPSS. You know, I'm
Ooh,
living
look,
life
I can
living
optimize
normal.
and
Like,
scan.
I can show up to a party and people just assume that I belong. You know what I mean? Like, I've found myself on VIP sections of shows.
See, that does
Oftentimes
things to
just
my
because they're in the
body.
band, or you know, just from the way
It
I
does
look.
things to my
You know what I
brain,
mean? And
especially
those are things that I try and show
like where it
gratitude for every
hurts,
day.
where
And
there,
my mom
that
told me once,
arachnoid
she said,
cyst is
you
in the
know,
center of my
you
head.
can only have the things that
I
you
love.
thank God for the night before. What would you have?
Look at that.
You know, and I think I'm gonna have anything. You know what I mean?
All right, Joe. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much.
Soft white underbelly. Look at how they have all these fentanyl addicts that are men. And of course, not one woman that I see right now.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Every day. Every day. Young niggas tryna get rich. Young nigga talking
Still scanning.
every way. Every way. I can have a
Enhanced reports. See, I don't completely understand my scans yet. Now, I know that I have. I know from listening to my scans, it has definitely gotten a lot better. I don't want to hear that kind of music, please. It's too much for me. No, thank you. The meth epidemic.
Police officer, search warrant!
I think meth has destroyed this community.
From just one puff off a pipe, you can stay high for a day.
It doesn't just
You
take a
can
little
stay
piece of
high
weed
for a
and
day off of one pipe.
everything good in your life.
Oh, wow.
the most addictive illegal drug in America. Since Frontline first looked at meth back in 2005, new laws have been passed to control the key ingredients of the drug, which are also found in popular cold medicines. But now,
I like to look at my chromosomes and see how they've gotten better. Well, they're 30%. They're not like 50 and 60 and off. Oh, that one's off 44. Number 11 through 13 should be off. 13's right. I'm 15. And 15's wrong. 16's bad. 17's bad. All my chromosomes are just 30%. And we're from 18 to 45% off. I looked at these, you can see when you do your scans how all of this does this. And you can look at yourself. Oh, look, there's your hand. It's messed up.
That's
Yes, I
meth.
know.
And your hypodermic needle that about punctured my arm fell out from your hat.
Yep, my knee.
So dealing.
You doing my right shoulder or my left one? That's got to be my right one. Let's see.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court.
Right shoulder. How did I know?
This is the
Because I
software
had a total
that is
shoulder
swept across
replacement.
America.
So it
An
tells
epidemic
you.
of methamphetamine abuse.
Look at that. Look at those muscles. They not happy.
All the places hit hardest by
Oh,
the
look at
epidemic.
your spine. Look where it's messed up the most. This is where that little bitty cyst in your spinal cord is.
When we filmed
Up
here
around
in
your cervical.
2005,
Well, actually,
this
it's right
trailer
here.
park in Portland was a
And look
favorite
at that.
place for addicts to crash
Look at
after
those.
days of
That's,
speeding on meth.
I know on my MRI, this is where my vertebra is popping open. And it says there's something going on there. And I know in my thoracic region, it's all messed up. It hurts so bad right through there. All the way through my neck. It's popping my vertebra open up at the top. And I'm surprised it didn't say my tailbone's busted.
Meth has destroyed this community.
My eyeballs, it tells you what's wrong with my eyeballs.
It's that bad.
They're both 27% because I have that cyst in between my optic nerves so it can see them.
Congress
Tells me
mandated
what's
all
going on with my heart
medicines
and
containing pseudoephedrine. The
stuff
key
like
ingredient in
that.
meth only be
My
sold from a brand
lymphatics.
pharmacy counter. As a result,
Yes, I know.
most
Look at
states
that
limited
wrist.
consumers to
It looks
just 3
bad.
boxes per purchase.
Is that my right?
But now, meth cooks are using a new recipe that
Yep.
requires as little
How
as
did I
3
know?
ounces of cold meth.
Because I need surgery.
They call the recipe shake and bake.
I can feel it.
To shake
I
it,
can
you
feel
find
it.
the
I can
ingredients
feel I need that Botox
you can get the
so that I
pseudoephedrine
can get this
and
tightness
cold
to
medicine
come out of my head.
that has that
It
ingredient.
hurts.
And
I
if
wish
you-
I didn't have to do
you'll add
something
butter,
like Botox.
then you'll add lime.
It can tell where my
You'll add
stuff is going on.
whether it be
Look at that in the center of my head. It's like, look at those vagus nerves. That vagus nerve ain't very happy.
boom, you have
It's
dope.
going mad. It's going mad.
Blue Sear says
And you're,
shake and bake comes with
oh,
new
look,
dangers.
you're missing an ovary.
It's dangerous.
How
It's
could you
nothing
tell?
that's not dangerous. If your computer can't
'Cause
handle
we
it,
smart.
it'll explode.
We can hear it in your voice.
A small
We can
hydrogen
see it
bomb.
in your blood
It'll blow a
cells.
hole from
Look at
right through
that.
the floor, right through the ceiling,
Uh-oh.
and
What's
it'll
going
just
on with your
smoke everything
brain?
out, turn
There's
everything
something in the
black.
back of your brain going on, Catherine Clay. Yes, I know. Oh no, that booby doesn't look right. 27 and 33. Of course, my right titties. I always bet on my left one because there's always, it's bigger. My girlfriend said there was something wrong with hers, and I said that's because one of your milk ducts
The human
is
cost of the
clogged.
epidemic
I
has been
assume. I've only been doing this long enough.
more than half of the inmates
I
in
did
Portland
the
jails
energy
were
class
meth
from the doctor that actually developed this technology. I took it, the blueprint in Russian, so it is in my head.
Yeah.
It's in my head first.
Most have taken place with you because of your meth use.
Look at that.
It was like the whole world changed. So I mean, everybody, all my friends, everything. Moved the invasion of the body snatchers,
It's gonna tell me nothing. Everything. Look at your skin. Look at them teeth.
Are they doing meth too?
They're messed up.
Yeah, yeah, and even, well, I don't have nobody.
I'm done.
Shocked
What
at the
else?
effect of meth on addicts who were being arrested over and over, King started collecting their booking photos.
You see changes with
My
certain people,
teeth.
especially if they're using methamphetamine.
My spine's
Percentage
from my deal 25%.
effect on somebody's physical appearance. One of the faces that really stood out to me was Teresa Baxter. She came in and she was quite visibly intoxicated.
It's crazy.
She looked horrible. She looked at least 20 years
The
old.
faces of mess.
Her teeth were missing, and I looked back in her history, and at one time
Table
she was a
report.
fairly attractive young woman.
look at the table review instead of an image report.
Some people I have in here over 100 times, and I can look over a 10, 15, 20-year period and see how they've deteriorated, how they've changed. Some were quite attractive when they began to come to jail. Young people who were full of the health and
Previous scan, current scan. I like to, look at that. I like the greens on the sides. Previous scan, no, not the yellows. I like seeing some of these. These are better. Don't like getting one.
At the Portland newspaper, The Oregonian, reporters also began to focus on the impact of meth on the people of Oregon.
It's huge.
I think 5 is ideal.
Users, but it's the leading cause of property crime. It's the leading reason why children are removed from their homes and sent into foster care. It's very hard to go to any part of Oregon and not experience the effects of methamphetamine on ordinary people.
In 2002, the Oregonian's editors decided to go after the story behind the story.
See how it tells you
How
everything.
and why did the meth epidemic get so out of control?
Some of the things that it got fixed. You can see how it turned green.
We gathered about 1 million different types of records. Possession arrests, emergency room admissions, identity theft arrests. And all
I like that. All the 9s went.
Sewell transformed his data into maps. The darker
That's
a state's
good.
color, the higher its percentage of addicts. The maps told a chilling story. In 1992, only Oregon had enough addicts to be shaded black. By 1997, the
Wow.
number of addicts west of the Mississippi
That's
had risen
bad.
dramatically. And by 2003,
This
meth
is
was
so
starting
cool.
to reach the east.
Oregonians know very well from experience what the East Coast can expect from this drug, and it's not a pretty picture.
Portland cop Travis Fields spends his days on the lookout for meth addicts because they commit 85% of the property crime in the state.
You can see a meth user from a mile away once you.
Oh no, not the meth user.
Just like they can see the police, there's aura that's around us, and they have this aura that's around them.
Cervical artery. I like this.
Yeah, who are you? You were a police officer? How did you guys know I was on the bus?
This guy's been arrested for assault, stolen vehicle, meth, weapons, forgery counterfeits, burglary again, burglary yet again, robbery, commercial robbery with a knife, shoplifting, burglary, motor vehicle theft, aggravated assault with a knife, burglary.
This garage sale is part of the meth crime wave. It's run by a meth dealer who pays for whatever thieves bring him, not with cash, but with meth. Once they get high again, the thieves go back out and commit more
The
crimes.
chromosomes. I like to see how it changes my mitochondrial DNA.
One to pop off a pipe. You can stay high for a day. So you can break into somebody's house and transfer that property like to a place like this in hours. You're here and then you're gone.
My name is Jim Lawrence. I'm a detective with East Precinct.
Marker number 20, number 9. That must be where that cyst is that I cannot do anything about.
I think we've recovered some of your property.
It's a 9, it's a 9.
That's mine. That's cool. My son will be happy his bed's there.
I can definitely feel it changing my mitochondrial DNA. Look at those.
My refrigerator was gone. My dining room table was gone. My china cabinet
Tells you the chromosomes. Thank God, things are getting better.
that's the time I was gone from the house.
In some ways. Some of the inflammation's gone down a lot.
But property owners are not the hardest hit victims of the meth epidemic.
I love to
That
see
role
this
belongs
change.
to the children and spouses of meth addicts.
You want to get a restraining order. It's not because you don't love him, but he needs to stay away for a while. Thomas's conduct is going to make it so you don't even get to have your kids anymore.
Chromosome
In 2005,
16.
50% of the children in foster care in Oregon were there because of meth. Many of them were sent to see pediatrician Carol Chervenak.
A 9-year-old girl was brought to see me because her parents had been arrested for manufacturing methamphetamines in her home, and she was sent to foster care. I asked her, tell me about drug use in your family, and she said, oh, well, my dad, he taught me how to cook it. And she described
Oh my God.
in absolute detail the cooking process of methamphetamine from the beginning to the end. She described how woozy she felt when the cooking was going on. She described that her dad took her finger and stuck it in this, quote, stuff at the end and made me taste it. She described graphic domestic violence between her parents, her father pistol whipping her mother in the driveway until she was bloody. She described pornography running on the television all day long and sexual activity between herself and adults in the home when they were high on methamphetamine.
That's so wrong.
I do think of these kids as meth orphans because their parents have been stolen from them by this drug.
Meth orphan.
With families and communities across the state being devastated.
It's crazy. I'm so glad I'm not on fentanyl. You have no idea how that drug can destroy people.
For meth addicts.
Get off of it. Get laser treatments. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder. And it hurts because my connective tissue has been broken on the core level when I had brain surgery the first time when I was 18. So my sympathetic nervous system was cut into, and I've never been right since. Was never right before, but now I'm really right. Right with the world. It's nice.
Have you found the same pattern?
That's an hour. Thank you for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it.